What's going on, guys? Plastic Beach X3 back here with another One Piece sim video, and this time it's going to be another ranked ladder video utilizing the Bonney strategy. So once again, playing the Bonney deck. If you don't know, then go check out my channel. I have tons of Bonney ranked content, all ranked ladder. And I also have some other decks sprinkled in there that my friends like to play, and I'll play with them, like Nami and NL. But mostly, I stick to Bonney. Some of my friends stick to Bonney, so it's definitely my favorite deck, and I play a ton of it, so go check it out on my channel. This is the list that I have landed on as of now. I switch it all the time, as you can see in the other videos. Because I always want to test stuff out. Like, I've seen lists with like 3 Zoro and like 2 Zoro and 1 Zoro. So just right now I'm on the Bonnies with the taking out the Zoro for the 10 drop is the regular standard build of this deck, like would minus 1 10 drop and add 1 9 drop. But I'm not the only person who's playing some of these games. I think my friend Money's playing some of them. I'm not sure if he's on this list or this list. Could be on this list. Potentially this. Probably not this, but either way, let's get into the game. So the first one.
Would like to see the Cavendish.
So we're going to turn off the audio and then speed it up. So first one's going to be against an RP Luffy, and it's going to be Money's deck. So not sure exactly which list it is, but it's one of those. Going to start out with a Bonney. They're going to swing 6 and play the Zoro Zero. Cool thing about the RP Luffy deck is that the Zoro Zero is always live. So they're going to be able to gain a Dawn here, but they're going to not be able to swing this turn because they only swung 4. They definitely could have swung 5, but whatever. I'm going to go 5 into the Zoro, 5 into the Zoro after they free block, and then just play the Basil Hawkins, leave a Dawn standing with the Urog effect. So yeah, Bonney generally just has like a really good matchup into RP Luffy, or just like any top end deck like Whitebeard, RP Luffy, Purple Yellow Crocodile, any like the rogue decks that like rely on their top end, Katakuri super heavily. Bonney just like kind of decimates them. It's just a better top end deck in my opinion. So Money's gonna go Cavendish here, debating on how to swing. Hody would have been nasty this turn. And just gonna swing 8 into the Queen and it dies, so it can still play the baby 5, but won't be able to use leader ability. So I think a pass or a swing 8 at life is in order. So they're just going to pass, which fair enough. Going to go 7 at life with the Bon Clay, just take that. Play the Whitebeard. So going to get a free kill off on this Bon Clay. Swing 6 into it and get 2 Dawn back. Definitely play the Urog and the baby 5 to try and get another 10 drop. But could also very well just like swing big. So they do get another 10 drop. Pretty good. Yeah, and just play Urog pass turn. So they're going to be able to kill the baby 5 with the Whitebeard's effect, but they can't play another Whitebeard this turn, obviously, because they put 2 Dawn under it. So they're just going to settle on this 7-drop Kid, which isn't a big deal because our leader effect makes that card pretty hard to play with. So definitely could 10 drop and just get a Dawn back, but won't be able to swing. Could even argue like 10 drop, swing with Cavendish, 7/7 Basil 7 leader, because you won't need the Dawn this turn. actually just going to Corazon, which I guess is fair enough because this protects your Cavendish from dying, and it also just protects from the big swing coming your way through this kid. Like, it protects it from like anything crazy, like I don't even know what it could be, but something crazy like 10-drop Shanks if they try to Shanks the Cavendish or something. Or like 9-drop Kaido, I guess, I don't know. Going to just be chipping here, 7, 7, probably 10-drop Dofi, 6, and then 7, 10. And then get a Rad Beam on the last one, pass turn. They're going to go Nami into Queen. And going to go 10 at the Cavendish. Fair enough. Yeah, and there's just no way they can win. Even if we can't kill them that turn, we can just go for board and beat them the next through a really long grind game because we have 4 life and a kid, so it's probably just not going to work out in their favor. Going into the next game against another crazy, wacky strategy, it's going to be the Dragon deck. Quapmin, specifically. So let's see what we mulligan there. Sometimes I forget to record whenever we're mulliganing. And I also forget to talk about it. So, yeah, I mean, the hand sucks because it has 9-drop Zoro. That's why I kind of hate that card. Into like a rogue, into like a rush strategy, like RP Law or something like that, or something that can like easily remove it. Like y'all don't know this yet, but this guy plays the 10-drop Shanks, so like it just fucks Zoro. So we mulligan. Get the Basil, which isn't the worst. Get another Basil, because I already have a first Cavendish. And they're going to go 5-5 with the Zoro. So we're going to be able to swing into the Zoro. They give us a card, the Bartholomew Kuma. And then they go Koala into Kuma to kill the Urog. Swing 5, we're just going to tap the Zoro so we don't have to counter out twice. Give them the Cavendish pass turn. So yeah, just going to swing probably, 7 into the Zoro to ensure the kill, and then play the Urog. You know, arguably could have just swung 5 in the Basil because he gave us, yeah, because he gave us a card last turn. He's probably not going to give us a card this turn, but also, like, he definitely just could. So they're just going to swing huge here. 5 and 8. Fair enough. So we're just going to capitalize off of that. Clear board, probably. And then can play Basil, Baby 5. Baby 5 finds a 0-drop because we have literally no counter in our hand. Pass turn. They're going to go 6, and we can free block this, if not for the Dragon 8-drop. So I think we free block it anyway, but they're going to swing into it now, probably. Yep. So that sucks, but we do get the 10-drop here. And probably just deny them cards. Okay, yeah. Yeah, just deny them cards so that we can try and kill this Dragon next turn, but unfortunately they did have the Shanks. Wild. So now we're kind of forced to go at life and play this kid. And play the Corazon with it. Use the Baby 5, take a 10-drop, massive pass turn with a Dawn standing because of the Urog. And they're going to start with that 12. We're going to tap the Dragon, block, and they're going to play another Shanks and kill it. Oh, jeez. I don't know what just happened there, but we're going to be able to 10-drop, swing 5. Pass turn with the Dawn standing. They're going to swing 12. Take it. Luffy. 9. Take it. Pass turn. Going to swing into the Luffy. Swing 5. They give us a 1. Going to play the kid. Kid played the Bartolomeo. Pass turn. They're going to go 14 at kid. We're just going to take that block. Then they can Karasu, minus 1,000. Swing 11. Definitely can counter out of that. Giving up the Hody. Fair enough. I don't think Hody's doing too much. And then they're just going to go 7. So we get to keep the blocker. Pretty good. Now we can do multitude of things. We can try and set up for a kill next turn, or we can try and kill the board, which, you know, probably unlikely to kill the board since I held up 2 Dawn intentionally there. You can just, you know, think about rad beams. So maybe Hody was really good. Just to tap the Dawn. I'm going to start with an 8 at life, and then be able to play, go 9, 10, and then play the Hawkins. So they actually take the 8. So it might just be bluffs. 10. And then Hawkins. They're going to start with the 12. We're just going to tap the other shanks. Block. Kind of textbook, you know. They're going to go 8 into 7 after reducing it with the Karasu effect. And then they're going to be able to put all that onto the dragon. Use leader's effect, put 2 more onto the dragon. Swing 11. He said, dang, that one Dawn. Yeah. And we can counter out of that. And that they invest at least 3 to kill this kid, and we just block because the kid has more attack. And he says, "Welp, let's see." So we swing 19 into life. Rad beam, rad beam, rad beam. Koala, Karasu. So no way they had the next rad beam, right? Rad beam. Nothing. Okay. They had 4 rad beams on the ending turn, and we still won somehow. I don't know. Yeah, that was a kind of a crazy game. Going into the next game, so this is me playing the deck. And I think I still had the 9-drop Zoro in at this point because I threw it back in just to try it out again. And it's going to be against BY Luffy against the player named Blank, who is a pretty good player. They were a Yonko, and I was just the one under the Yonko, the like vice Yonko or something. I'm gonna do Bonney into Basil Hawkins. 7 out to life. I'm gonna tap the Garp. 3 into the Bonney. Let it die. 6 into the Garp. Play Urog pass. So, you know, just gonna do the general strategy against BY Luffy is just not swing at life. They are gonna have a Sabo for the Urog, so that's pretty annoying. But luckily we were on the odd curve, so we still have our leader ability with the Hawken summon. And so they can go 7. We're going to tap the leader, take that. Then they're going to Luffy. Arguably we could have blocked out of that. Actually, block 1k. I'm going to swing 6 into the Sabo. Reason being is because I have the 10 drop, and like their swings are gonna get so much more big than 7. And I don't have the 8 drop, so they're gonna spend like 3 cards in hand to protect the Sabo, which I thought was crazy. But yeah, I'm sure there's a reason. They're gonna use the Luffy here. They can use leader ability, Gecko, you know, the combo into Garp. They just don't have baby set up, I guess, so they can only summon Garp. And I just tap either the leader or the Gecko. So I tap the Gecko just so I can 10 drop next turn. And I'll take that. They're gonna 7. I'll just block 1k. It's the same as if I block that 6 swing or not. I have to give up 2 cards anyway, so I'll go 5 of life just because their life is face up. They'll give me a card, I'll go 7. They'll burn the life, I'll go 7. They'll 2k, 1k, and then just freeze the Gecko, the Luffy, and the leader because I don't really care about the Sabo. They do have the little Sabo, so they can play big Sabo, show that they're on Thunderbolt. So yeah, this is just the problem with Black Yellow Luffy against Bonney. It's just such a bad matchup. Just all the cards interact in Bonnie's favor. 10 drop, stuns the leader. That just turns off their whole deck. Hody taps their Sabos. I mean, you can set up for a spot to try and kill me next turn with like Sabo, the 3 Sabos on board. But if I just like, you know, kill 1 character, I live with the 10 drop and hold up 2 blockers because you know, you gotta account for the ace, not mentioning any counter in my hand. So that's exactly what I'm gonna do. Just, you know, kill 1 character, play the 10 drop, stun their leader for another turn, force them to have the right cards to go to up to 9 and actually live next turn. Because that's the thing, is like you can afford just like skip your turn because they have to be able to combo every single turn. And if they don't have the cards, then you know, they lose. So yeah, they're just gonna hold up 5, hold up double blockers. And I have the kid now, so I can actually just pivot into, you know, kill the 8 drop, the 8k, swing at life, try to get that life out of there, and they'll block understandably, and I'll just play the kid. They do have Ice Age into Rocket Luffy, and then 13 at life, and I just blocked it. I just tap the Sabo, swing out, and I win. So going into, I know I played the guy right after and I forgot to stop recording. So going into the same opponent, I open triple Hody and keep it. I think mainly I just wanted to see how good this hand was into this matchup because like this hand is pretty bad. Just 'cause it's so bricky, and like Hody isn't the best card to have multiples of unless you're against Red Purple Law. You know, in a deck that like swings big against you, and like it's hard to kill their characters. But I just want to try it, just see, like if I could win with such a bad hand. So I'm just gonna play this Bonney and stun a Dawn. I think it's my best play. Like if I just play the Hody, I'm just giving up a life, and like they're never gonna let that Luffy go for 1k. So they'll go 9 at life. I'm gonna tap the leader, play the Sabo, and also like it's not necessarily that I like wanted to play with a bad hand. It's just like Hody is a good card against the deck, and so is Kid. So like the idea is like maybe I can draw into something crazy, and I had Bartolomeo, so I'm gonna be able to draw every time I Hody. So like the hand kind of just comboed nicely. So I actually get rid of this Bonney here. I can swing Bonney into the Sabo, leader into Sabo. They actually keep giving me cards, so I'm gonna take out the Sabo with the Hody. An 8 drop is probably just gonna ruin them. Yeah, Bartolomeo, I just vastly underrated that card, I feel like, in the past. If you can stick it early against some decks, like, it's just really good. Every time you Hody, you draw. Every time you Kid, you draw. Every time you Searcher, you draw. Which, like, sounds like, it's whatever. Like, it is, like, whatever. But, like, at the end of the day, like, you're just filtering cards pretty good. Going to play the Kid. I'm going to be able to draw off of the Bartolomeo and get rid of the 4th Hody that I had in hand. They're going to go 9, and I'll tap the leader this time around just because I do have a Hody. And I'll block that 9 because I don't have any 2Ks in hand. They're going to go 8. I'll just give them a 1K. And see if they have another Gecko. They trashed a 2K to do this. Gecko into, they're gonna have to trash one of their characters. Oh. Interesting. Oh, I don't think they had any of the babies. Maybe, what? Yeah, I don't know. Like, they could have, because they trashed, pause. They trashed a Machino, no, yeah, Machino for leader effect, and they had this in hand, so maybe they drew it off to Saba, this baby Luffy. I don't know. Because they could have just trashed that, and then still be able to Gecko trash the, I don't know, the Sabo or the Luffy, and then play Luffy, Sabo. Kill the Bartolomeo. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they just drew it off Sabo. So they're only going to be at 7. I can Hody. And I'm like not even dead if I don't win now. So I just get a bunch of cards out of hand past turn. Put them in a spot where they have to kill me this turn or they lose. They're going to Rocket Luffy this Bartolomeo. They're going to swing 10. I'm just going to tap the other Gecko, of course, and then counter out. They do have leader ability. Once again, they can play the 3rd Sabo. Oh, no, they just don't have it. See if there's anything they could have done. Jesus. Whatever. Okay. No, I don't think so. They didn't know I had the 4th Hody, but yeah, I did. So like, no matter what they did, it didn't matter. But I was just thinking, like, from their perspective, if there's anything, like, if they just misplayed or something. But either way, let's get into the list one more time before this video ends. Okay. So this was the list that I was playing, at least. Might have had like a 9-drop Zoro in here instead of the 3rd 10-drop, but I think that's the 4th 10-drop. But I think the 4th 10-drop is just better than the 1 9-drop in my opinion. But either way, GG's to all those guys. Make sure to subscribe to Plastic Beach X3 for more One Piece videos, and peace out.